Hi everyone, today I wanted to share this wonderful math program that I'm using with my kids. There are 3 books in this series. Book 1 is recommended for kids aged 2 to 8, whereas books 2 and 3 are designed for children who are in elementary school. Before I go any further, I do want to mention that they have also created a non-profit program called Early Family Math. And you can visit that at earlyfamilymath.org, and I will leave a link to that in the description box below. It's definitely worth looking into because all the educational resources available there are absolutely free of charge. There are math games, puzzles, video tutorials, activities, and ideas for investigations. They also have many different storybooks that are not only fun to read to children, but they have guiding questions and suggestions that lead to productive discussions, and it's all free. Now moving back to these 3 books, each one starts off with an introduction which goes on for a few pages. But basically their approach is to provide caregivers, parents, and teachers with a series of well laid out, concise steps and activities that demonstrate the methods of various mathematical concepts and help develop a child's mathematical skills. And this is definitely a hands-on program, and I say that because they use a lot of different activities, games, and even books to ground those mathematical skills rather than relying on kids tediously memorizing math facts. In fact, at the very back of the book, here they have a whole chapter dedicated for useful resources. These include books you can read to your child. There's also book suggestions for parents and teachers. And then here you have books that provide different math games which can be used to reinforce mathematical concepts. And finally, there is also a list of workbooks you can purchase so children can gain practice solving problems relating to the various exercises mentioned in these books. I quickly want to show you the contents for each of the books. So this is the first book and these are the topics covered here. There are 16 chapters and the last chapter provides a list of various resources. Now this is the second book in the series and this is what my son is currently working through. And again, it starts off with an introduction and I highly recommend not skipping through these pages because they really do have a lot of helpful information. And these are the various topics covered in this book. Throughout this book, you will find many different games, activities, and exercises that provide practice and fun engagement with different aspects of mathematics. And all of those are reiterated in chapter 11, so having everything in one place is definitely handy. And as with the previous book, the last chapter provides a whole bunch of resources. So this is book 3, and again, you have an introduction, and here are the contents. There is an emphasis on learning through problem solving, and this really is a great symbol to remind you not to have your child simply parrot back answers to you. The idea is that when kids need to work things out for themselves, they don't just learn things better and in a profound way, but they're also given a chance to tackle complicated problems, which doesn't happen if you break things down too much and make them too easy. I think this is absolutely critical. I also wanted to point out that their thoughts on how to teach math to your child are very interesting. Obviously, this program is designed to be fun and engaging, game-based and hands-on, and it is definitely something that has worked really well for us because both of my kids absolutely enjoy math. In fact, my son spends his spare time working on math problems. That's how much he loves it. Something that really caught my attention was the advice that we should try to avoid saying things like, "Here comes the tricky part," or "That's okay, I was never good at math either." The idea is that in saying things like this, we're teaching our children to pick up our apprehension, which is obviously to their detriment. So anyway, I really appreciate their approach to teaching. I just want to do a flip through on just one chapter from each of the books so you can see how it's all laid out. So So as you can see, the layout is pretty much the same for each of these books, but the mathematical topics covered in each are different, getting more complicated as you progress through the books. Having said that though, one of the best things about the books in this math program is that you don't have to do them cover to cover. You can use them as you like to suit your child's needs and go with their interests. For example, my son is 5, but he's already pretty good at math and has a good understanding of long division and squaring. And something he was really interested in learning more about was how to find square roots. And since one of the ways to find the square root of numbers is through prime factorization, we just skip straight to that particular chapter. Something we don't encourage is the use of calculators, especially during these early formative years. So being able to work it out like this with pen and paper with the help of these books is just amazing. And that's actually another reason why I love this program, because it discourages the use of electronic calculators until later down the track. And it also talks about how it can be detrimental and delay the development and understanding of basic number relationships, if calculators are introduced in these early years. I find my son reading these books and trying to work out the problems himself, and that to me is really encouraging. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And don't forget to check out their non-profit program, Early Family Math, because everything there is absolutely free. And you can also directly contact Dr. Wright if you have any questions or suggestions. He is the creator of this brilliant program, and he's on a mission to make math freely accessible, making it not only fun and engaging, but also a social activity rather than something kids do in isolation. They're definitely open to collaborations as well, so get in touch with them if you're interested.